I'm Erin Wilson, and you are listening to Inside NC Labor, a podcast designed to inform and educate North Carolina citizens on the role that the Department of Labor plays in state government.
Welcome back to Inside NC Labor. My name is Meredith Watson. I'm a Public Information Officer here with the North Carolina Department of Labor. And today I'm here with the Carolina Star Conference Board. Welcome, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So to start, would y'all mind going around the table and introducing yourself, explaining what you do on the board, who you work for, all that good stuff?
Good afternoon. My name is Joseph Lee. I am currently serving as the Vice President of the Board. I work for a company in Wilmington, North Carolina called American Chrome and Chemicals.
My name is Rich Gerber, a.k.a. Gerb. I think I'm the seasoned veteran of the board, serving 24 years now. I'm a past president, past vice president, and I work for Mount Olive Pickle Company in Mount Olive, North Carolina.
Good afternoon. My name is LaMont Smith. I am the STAR Program Manager, and I serve as an advisory board member. And like Gerb, I've been around quite a long time.
Tim Jarman, the newest member of the board, contrary to Gerb, first year on the board. I support the AV and sponsors, and I work for Pactiv Evergreen out of Kinston, North Carolina.
And I'm Donna Daniel. I work for Clean Harbors Environmental out of Reidsville, North Carolina. I've been employed with them for 25 years. I am the treasurer of the Carolina Star Safety Board.
All right, well, thank y'all. So to start, what is the ultimate purpose of the board, and what role do board members play in the conference?
So I'd like to say that board members are key in this conference. We are a 501(c) nonprofit. We are associated with the state, but the state does not run the board, and they do not run the Carolina Star program. So the board members actually function to put on an annual conference, which is typically held in Greensboro, North Carolina, once a year. We anticipate an audience of participation of about 700 to 800 people annually from over 150 companies throughout North Carolina.
Additionally, the way the board functions is it's in partnership with the North Carolina Department of Labor STAR program, and we work together to ensure that we uphold the mission of the conference, which is to provide and promote and encourage workplace safety, as well as sharing best practices at the conference. So we work diligently together to perform the conference and make sure that it's working at its best.
So y'all kind of touched on this a little bit earlier, but how long have each of you been attending the conference, and what made you want to join the board?
I started coming to the conferences in 2008 when we became a Carolina Star site. Loved attending. I was fired up when I left after the first conference, and I'm that way ever since. It's great to meet new people, new faces, to network, get best practices, and the sessions are put on not by paid professionals, but by the employees of companies that are looking to obtain STAR or a Rising Star, Building Star, Public Sector, Carolina Star, and it's great to be in there, in that circle with them in regional teams as well as at the conference and share, what they have.
So I've been attending for 9 years now. I've served as a regional team leader and also as a conference attendee. And what really made me want to join the board is seeing the commitment of the board members and seeing the partnership with the conference and how people were just so fired up about safety. And you leave the conference wanting to go back and make changes into your own facility and share that.
For me, I had no choice in the matter. I began as the program manager in 2003, and that was my first experience on the board. And when I started, I had about 3 to 4 months to prepare for the conference. And so, not knowing what I was in store for, I got out there and I happened to see a group of excited people who are putting safety at the forefront. And it just really changed my overall perspective of what companies are, especially coming from a compliance background and seeing some of the companies that struggle to meet the general industry standards and the construction standards, whereas now we have companies that have positive and mature safety cultures in place. So when I first began, we had about 350 participants per se, and now we're up above 700. So it's been really good to see the success of the conference.
Yeah, and like LaMont, I've been coming to the conference, I believe, since 1999, and I think the first conference I came to had about 100 attendees. And throughout the next few years, I saw it grow from 100 to 150 to 200, and I saw these just outstanding board members who were putting this conference on it. And I said, I went back to my company and I said, they have asked me to participate in this, and I think this is such a tremendous opportunity to share safety throughout the state. And I said I really want this opportunity, and they granted me that opportunity. And like Timmy, I became a team leader for 2 years, and then joined the board. And like LaMont said, we've gone from 100 participants to over 700 now, looking at maybe 800 this year, and it just continues to grow.
I'd like to reiterate the roar you hear in the background is our enthusiasm for, if you hear it, for the Carolina Star Conference and what we do as a board. I myself have been coming since somewhere around 2000. It was folks like Gerb here, who's past president and been on the board for a long time, that have inspired me to want to be on the board and try to make the workplaces throughout North Carolina safer. There is nothing that is so important to me that somebody doesn't go home in the same condition that they came to work. And that's a passion, and it's something I take personally and feel that pain when somebody doesn't. So these folks that I have worked with over the last 20 plus years have inspired me and shepherded me and guided me to be the person that I am today in safety.
That's awesome. So for those who may not know, or this might be their first time hearing about the conference, do you have to be a part of the Carolina Star program to attend the conference?
Absolutely not. We will say that again so y'all understand it. Absolutely not. We are open to anybody who wants to attend the conference. We are about promotion and education of safety throughout North Carolina in the workplace there. We would love for companies to become a Carolina Star company, but you do not, I repeat, do not have to be in the program to attend the conference and to take a lot away from it.
So going off of that, what do you hope that the attendees gain from the conference this week, or any of the Carolina Star conferences that people may have attended in the past?
So I'll say to that, I use a saying at our site that you never know when you might have affected somebody's life by something you've said or done. You don't know your purpose. Coming to this conference, people take away things, they take it back to their sites, and they may never know that they saved a life today, but something they said, something they did, some example they set may have saved a life. So it is about purpose for this board. I believe every member on this board would agree that it is a purpose that we keep people safe, even though we may not recognize that and see a shining star that says we have kept somebody safe from getting hurt. It is the knowing that the possibility exists that drives us.
For me, being a part of the board, but also being a part of a regional team and being a leader in safety at my company, it's a passion that I have. And it's like Jolie said, I want to see them all go home the same way they came. I want them to work safe, be safe. We supply, as a company, supply everything they need to work safely. And we want their head to be in the game at all times. But this is a passion for me. I drive it at work. They call me the safety lady, the safety queen, but I don't care what they call me. I know I want them to go home. And they appreciate that in the long run. So, I mean, it's just inspiring to come to the conference or a regional meeting and be around other, companies and just get that drive going every month that we meet. And then when the conference comes, it's like the big explosion and you get all of it at one time. So I'm always fired up when I go back to work on the following Monday and ready to spread the word.
I love it.
Yeah, for me, it's about, a lot of it's about networking and mentoring. Countless times throughout my career, we've been addressed with a new situation that we hadn't experienced before due to maybe growth in our industry or just different challenges. And something will click in my head that, you know what, that group talked about this exact thing 4 or 5 years ago. And I can pick up my phone and I can call and say, hey guys, remember you talked about this? Well, we're facing this challenge now, and what can you offer to me to help me get through this, to help me reach the people that I need to reach? And I've had people numerous times call me and say, hey, we're into something new. What was your experience with this? And just that shared knowledge is so important.
Absolutely.
So I think for me, it's what everybody has been saying. It's taking back the best practices. It's networking. It's going back to your facility and your community and impacting that in a positive way, changing that culture. We hope that everyone will be as fired up as we once were when we first attended and create future board members, future companies that join, and we continue to grow this conference.
One of the sorry to try to jump back in. One of the most rewarding things to me is I live in a fairly small town in Mount Olive, and I'll be driving through town, and because it's a small town, everybody knows me, everybody knows what I drive, and I'll see somebody that's cutting their grass with safety glasses and earplugs on, and they'll recognize me and they'll wave. And they'll point to their earplugs and their safety glasses, and I just give them the thumbs up. And the next day at work, I say, "Yeah, I'm so proud of you."
Right, because that translates outside of the workplace.
The
That's
workplace,
how you know that they took that
we're
and
taking
they're
it back to work,
yeah.
and they're taking it from work to home.
Absolutely.
So we're sending. We always say we want you to go home in the same condition that you came in, and now they're taking it one step further. They want to come back to work in the same condition that we left them the night before.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's about partnerships, building relationships, and collaboration. One, as the program manager for the NCDOL, partnering with the board of directors, partnering with all of our participants, and building those relationships to a point where we are all taking care of one another, working together to ensure the safety, ensure that everyone comes to work and goes home in the same condition that they came to work. Because personally, my personal opinion, or my personal feeling for me is that I am my brother and sister's keeper. So I just want to make sure that I continue to communicate that message, and that the message that is taken home from this conference is that we have to continuously improve upon what it is that we've built here in this conference and at their respective work locations from a safety perspective.
Meredith, I hope you can feel the love in this room amongst the few of us that are in here talking, and that love extends all the way to the 700 to 800 people that will attend our conference. It is it's a love for one another and keeping one another safe and doing the right thing in the workplace. And so we want to promote that, and we want to be sure that we are our brothers and our sisters' keepers.
And that is definitely felt at this conference. I mean, it is palpable. When you walk into any of the sessions or you walk into that banquet room with everybody sitting there, you can tell that it's one big family of 800 people at the conference. And I think that's rare, and that's something so special that's been built here. So kudos to y'all for that.
So we would like to invite any listeners out here to attend our conference, please. CarolinaStar.org is our website. If you would go there and check us out, we have the conference annually in September in Greensboro, North Carolina. We keep the cost very reasonable, so there's no reason for you not to attend. We would love to have 1,000 people at our conference next year. You don't have to be a Carolina Star company. All you have to do is have a passion and want to keep your folks that you work with safe. And we would love to see you there.
Does anybody else have any last minute things?
I would just like to say at the company that I work for, we have a slogan, live at 365. We have 3 safety philosophies, 6 golden rules, and the 5 reasons each employee wants to go home safe. And we update it regularly. So, those 5 reasons may change today, tomorrow, in a week or two. But the bottom line is they know that safety is what's keeping them coming back.
On behalf of the Carolina Star Board of Directors, we would like to thank you for taking time to listen to our explanation of what our program is and what we do. We would invite you to please check out our website, look for upcoming conferences, the 2025 conference, I'll get it straight. The 2025 conference, we always choose an interesting theme. That theme will be out. It is Surfs Up for Safety. So I hope we have a lot of fun at these conferences, but we send a really great message home. Again, we ask that any of your listeners out there, please reach out to us. We have email addresses, carolinastar.org. We're on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. And please keep the folks that you work with safe.
Thank y'all so much for joining
Thank
today.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for tuning in, y'all. And remember, your safety is our priority.